Hi, my name is George Hauer. I'm the founder and growth director of Attention Experts. We're a social media agency that helps businesses grow through great social media campaigns. Very often our customers will face problems such as return on investment from their own marketing activities and knowing what that is, knowing what resources to dedicate to their social media activity, whether they should build an in-house team or work with an agency, or needing some education on how to build their own social media campaigns. Often we will come along with consulting, or managing it all for them, or coming up with a strategy to deliver a return on investment for them. The social media campaigns are actually a lot more involved than people think. We actually have 333 steps exactly every 90 days to execute a social media campaign administratively. So usually it involves a few factors. One is the strategy, usually at the start, mapping out a campaign and its KPIs, then trying to understand the resources needed to deliver that, and then coming up with the creatives, and then also coming up with the advertising and the analysis and optimization of those campaigns. We have up to 6 or 7 people on a campaign at one time. When someone's looking to work with a social media professional, I always say you should be looking for someone that is an expert in their field. There's many different channels, so we're specialists just in the social media aspect of it. If you're looking to do it in-house, the key really is to make sure you understand how much resource you actually need before starting the campaign, so you're not under-resourced to deliver the outcomes you want. There is a few factors to understand the mechanics of how a social media platform actually operates. So, just putting posts up to get business doesn't really work anymore, because there is only a certain amount of distribution you get per post. In fact, today only 8% of your followers get to see one post. The most recent achievement we've had is we've gone global, so we've actually set up an international office, which is something I was working towards for about 4 years. Working on some really good campaigns with some big clients that have generated some massive results for them. We've recently passed a milestone with a client where they couldn't even, before us, on social media revenue, get over 20 grand a month, and we just surpassed 100,000 a month for them. So that was a big achievement. It's a major hotel out in Perth, so we're happy with that. One of the big factors that we get feedback on is how focused we are on data. So we're a data-driven social media agency, so data comes before our content. So a lot of them have worked with our competitors that are really good, and our competitors are very good at content creation, graphic design, good content work on social media. But as I said before, the mechanics of social media doesn't actually allow that to just be an only factor that delivers results. The first moment that I realised that social media was going to be a big thing was back in 2010, when I helped a mate launch a fashion label in the US, and we put a photo of Usher wearing his jacket on Instagram, and the brand took off. And I was like, okay, this is definitely something that can build businesses. And that business built into a massive business today. And then the second time was around 2015, when I learnt that, I saw a statistic that 1/3 of businesses in the US were starting a Facebook page over a website. What I like about this chamber is I get to be part of this region of Sydney, which I believe is a great economic growth region for not just Sydney but Australia. I actually was brought up here, so I like being part of a chamber where I spent the first 12 years of my life in Castle Hill. But also the networking, the ability to tap into resources, such as everything from not just clients but also stakeholders, people that have helped us with our operations, to making friends, to also people that have helped us recruit, all that sort of thing. So just a network of just resources that we can tap into, and I guess a bit of camaraderie. Like me and Lee went for a beer the other day, so that would have not happened if we hadn't met through the chamber.